Welcome to the law offices of Chris M. Ingram podcast. Today, loving marriage between American citizens and their foreign partners. How can we bring these partners into the U.S. the right way? There is a lot to discuss here, so we've prepared a 4-part series to help all those trying to find answers get them right here. Before we get started, we would like to acknowledge attorney Chris Ingram and his dedicated legal team. They did a great job researching and preparing this material for us. We are thrilled to be able to present this topic for you today. Okay, let's unpack this. In an increasingly interconnected world, love truly knows no borders, and that's exactly what we're diving into today. The growing phenomenon of international romance and the legal pathways that make these relationships possible in the U.S. When we talk about modern life, it's pretty clear how easily these international connections bloom, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just some, romantic notion anymore. It's a global reality.
Right. Think about it. Online dating platforms like Bumble, they were once primarily local, right? But now they've become global matchmakers.
Exactly. And it's not just dating apps.
No, beyond that, the rise of global work assignments means professionals are often relocated to different countries, immersing them in new cultures and social circles.
True.
And of course, study abroad programs continue to immerse students in diverse environments, often leading to deep, unexpected connections that transcend borders.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't just isolated incidents, are they?
Not at all. These are common avenues where American citizens are finding partners from every corner of the globe, forging bonds that defy geographical limitations. And to emphasize the sheer scale of this, our team's research indicates that U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, issues approximately 35,000 K-1 visas annually.
35,000? That's a staggering number, isn't it?
It really is. This isn't just some niche immigration issue affecting a tiny fraction of the population. It's a significant and ever-growing aspect of modern relationships and family formation in the United States.
Yeah, it speaks volumes about how our society is evolving, how we're embracing global connections in, the most personal ways. And what's truly fascinating here, beyond just the raw number, 35,000 annual K-1 visas, is what this figure really tells us about the societal shift we're witnessing.
Right. What's the deeper story?
Well, it signals a profound and accelerating trend where more American citizens are indeed finding their life partners, their spouses, their soulmates, well beyond the geographical confines of U.S. borders.
It's not just data.
No, this isn't merely a statistic on a government spreadsheet. It's about real people from diverse backgrounds and cultures, building genuine lives together, often blending traditions and perspectives in, beautiful ways.
That's a great point.
This reflects a world that is becoming increasingly integrated, where technology and affordable travel facilitate connections that were once nearly impossible, making these cross-border romances a common and accepted part of our social fabric. The deeper insight here isn't just that love crosses borders, but that these 35,000 visas represent a quiet revolution in family structures, impacting everything from local economies through new arrivals to broader cultural integration as diverse families establish roots.
A quiet revolution, I like that.
It's a powerful testament to human connection in an interconnected world.
So given this global phenomenon of love blossoming across continents, what's the primary legal pathway for these couples looking to build a life together right here in the U.S.? There must be a specific channel for these unique circumstances.
Precisely. The K-1 Fiancé visa is explicitly that primary legal route. It's a non-immigrant visa specifically designed for an American citizen to bring their foreign fiancé to the U.S. for the explicit and singular purpose of marriage.
Okay, so marriage is the key purpose.
Absolutely. Yeah. The immediate goal of this visa, as stipulated by U.S. immigration law, is for the couple to legally marry within the United States. It's important to understand this isn't a general visitor's visa, nor is it for, long-term engagements.
Got it.
It is solely issued with the clear intention that the couple will wed once the foreign partner arrives on U.S. soil. The K in K-1 specifically stands for fiancé, distinguishing it from other marriage-based visas like the CR-1 or IR-1, which are for spouses who are already married.
Right. Those are after the wedding.
Exactly. The K-1 essentially allows the engagement period to conclude with marriage within the U.S.
And here's where it becomes incredibly critical for anyone considering this path. There's a non-negotiable detail that dictates the entire process. The couple must wed within 90 days of the foreign partner's arrival to fulfill the visa's purpose.
90 days.
That's not a suggestion. It's a core legal requirement with exceptionally strict implications. 90 days is an incredibly tight deadline.
It really is.
It really makes you wonder, What does this all mean for couples planning their entire lives together? And why, if we connect this to the bigger picture, is such a strict timeline even in place? It seems almost designed to add pressure to an already momentous occasion.
That 90-day requirement is, without exaggeration, a cornerstone of U.S. immigration law for the K-1 visa, and its rationale is deeply rooted in fraud prevention.
Fraud prevention. Okay.
It's mandated precisely to ensure that the K-1 visa is utilized solely for genuine marital unions and to prevent its misuse. Without this stricture, the visa could easily be exploited for purposes like unauthorized residency.
Right, like someone just trying to get into the country.
Exactly. Someone might enter the U.S. claiming to be a fiancé with no real intention of marriage, simply to gain entry and then, disappear into the country. It acts as a crucial safeguard, a clear demarcation line between legitimate relationships and those that might be attempting to circumvent immigration regulations.
So it forces the issue, in a way.
It does. The law is designed to verify the sincerity of the marriage intention at the outset, and the 90-day window forces that intention to be acted upon promptly. This tight timeline also minimizes the period of foreign nationals present in the U.S. without a clearly defined permanent immigration status, simplifying the process for government oversight.
And if that deadline isn't met, the consequences are incredibly severe and uncompromising. Our legal team confirms that if the couple does not marry within 90 days, the foreign fiancé must leave the U.S.
Must leave. Period.
There are absolutely no extensions permitted for this specific visa category. This highlights the seriousness and the absolute lack of flexibility in the law. It's a do-or-die situation for the visa holder's legal status, meaning a failure to marry could lead to the foreign national accruing unlawful presence, which can trigger severe future immigration bars.
That's a critical point. Unlawful presence is a major problem.
Right. This isn't just about going home. It could mean being barred from returning to the U.S. for many years, possibly forever, right?
In some cases, yes, depending on the circumstances. Exactly. And to continue on that pathway towards a unified life, after the marriage, within that strict 90-day window, the couple then applies for what's called an adjustment of status.
Okay, adjustment of status, that's the next big step.
It is. This is the critical process to transition the foreign spouse from K-1 visa holder to a lawful permanent resident, eventually receiving their green card. And this stage involves yet another, even more thorough scrutiny of the relationship's authenticity.
More scrutiny after they're already married.
Oh, yes. This isn't a mere rubber stamp. It's an in-depth examination that typically involves interviews and further documentation to ensure the marriage is bona fide, that is, entered into genuinely and not solely for immigration benefits.
So what kind of proof are they looking for then?
Well, for instance, our attorneys often advise clients to gather evidence like joint bank accounts, shared leases, utility bills in both names, maybe joint health insurance, shared vehicle titles.
Right, things that show you're building a life together.
Precisely. Even photos of them together with friends and family at holidays, things like that. The government wants to see that you are truly living a life intertwined. This multi-stage verification process truly underscores the government's unwavering commitment to verifying genuine relationships at multiple junctures, ensuring the integrity of the immigration system.
So what does this all mean for you, our listener, who might be considering this journey? This tight 90-day timeline demands an extremely high degree of careful planning, crystal clear communication between partners, and an unwavering commitment from both sides.
It really does test the relationship.
It's not just a formidable legal hurdle, it's also, in a way, a practical and emotional testament to the relationship's inherent strength and dedication.
Yeah.
You are essentially proving your commitment under a strict legal clock, which can be immensely stressful, requiring couples to coordinate everything from wedding venues and photographers to the social security applications and driver's licenses, all within that brief window.
It's a whirlwind. It requires an incredible amount of coordination and mutual trust.
With such a tight deadline and such significant stakes involved, I mean, we're talking about someone's future in the U.S. and a couple's life together. The K-1 visa process sounds incredibly daunting.
It can be, yes.
It's easy to imagine how a couple could get completely lost in the labyrinth of paperwork, confusing regulations, and seemingly endless requirements, isn't it? It's a lot more than just filling out a few forms.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Our researchers, particularly Attorney Chris, have highlighted that the K-1 process is inherently multi-layered and complex, involving intricate interactions with not just one, but multiple U.S. government agencies.
Multiple agencies? Like who?
Well, you're dealing with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, for the initial petition, then the Department of State for the consular interview abroad, and finally, Customs and Border Protection, CBP, at the port of entry upon arrival.
Wow, okay. 3 major players.
And each of these agencies has its own distinct protocols, requirements, and, frankly, priorities. Beyond that, there are extensive documentation requirements that can easily overwhelm anyone trying to compile them accurately. And throughout this bureaucratic journey, there are numerous potential pitfalls that can trip up even the most diligent applicant, from seemingly minor errors to major red flags.
So it's definitely not simple form filling.
Not at all. It's truly a complex bureaucratic journey that demands precision at every turn. Imagine navigating a complex maze where every turn has a hidden trap, and the rules of the maze aren't always explicitly clear.
So why did you choose the law offices of Chris M. Ingram as your attorney?
Honestly, they made it feel like I was never on my own.
Every time I had a question, someone actually answered. They cared.
We never felt alone. The videos felt like we had someone with us the whole way. Every form, every question, they had a video that explained it.
It made the process so easy.
Our tutorials are designed to get you over the finishing line, and after watching them, you are reassured that you have completed that section correctly.
At the law offices of Chris M. Ingram, our mission is to support you. Our instructional videos will guide you every step of the way. So join us.
Trying to navigate all of that without a professional guide, it truly is like trying to cross a minefield blindfolded, isn't it?
That's a good analogy.
What kind of specific, perhaps less obvious challenges might arise if you're attempting to do this on your own? Our attorneys highlight that these challenges could include issues like a foreign partner having prior visa violations, even seemingly minor ones that weren't properly addressed or disclosed.
Right, something they might not even think is relevant.
Exactly. Or perhaps they have a minor criminal record from their home country, even something that might seem insignificant there, but which can cause major problems under stringent U.S. immigration law.
Definitely. Even things like DUIs can be a significant issue.
And even subtle cultural differences, if not properly explained and contextualized, could be misinterpreted by an immigration officer, leading to suspicion or denial.
That's a really important point. Misunderstandings happen.
For example, in some cultures, an arranged introduction might be common, but without proper context, it could be misconstrued as a marriage of convenience, couldn't it?
It absolutely could. The potential for missteps is enormous, and the consequences severe.
Given this undeniable complexity, it's incredibly tempting for couples, especially those on a tight budget, to look for shortcuts, right? I mean, everyone wants to save money where they can.
Understandably so.
But our team's research points to a major, even perilous trap that many hopeful couples unfortunately fall into when seeking help with their K-1 visa application. It's often touted as a cost-effective alternative.
It's a sad truth that the allure of seemingly low-cost solutions is powerful, and many couples are understandably tempted by non-accredited visa services, or individuals often referred to as notarios.
Notarios, I've heard that term. What's the issue there?
Well, it's crucial to understand that in many Latin American countries, a notario publico might indeed have legal qualifications similar to an attorney. But in the U.S., a notary public is simply someone authorized to witness signatures and administer oaths.
So not a legal expert.
Absolutely not authorized to provide legal advice or prepare immigration documents. Yet these unqualified providers often present themselves as a budget-friendly alternative to engaging with licensed legal counsel. The initial appeal of saving money up front can be incredibly powerful, masking the severe risks involved. They might appear legitimate, with offices and websites, but they lack the fundamental legal authority and expertise.
And this is where our team's research unearthed some incredibly serious dangers. These unqualified providers often submit incomplete filings.
Right. Missing documents, incorrect information.
Which means vital information or documents are missing, leading to immediate delays or even outright denials. Or, just as dangerously, they provide inaccurate or outright misleading advice that can send a couple down the wrong path entirely.
Like advising them to lie.
Is sometimes advising them to misrepresent facts or omit crucial information, yeah. And this isn't just about minor delays or a bit of frustration. It leads to severe, life-altering consequences.
It really can be devastating.
But we're talking about outright petition denials, significant financial losses due to wasted government filing fees, and the time lost in a failed application, and most critically, U.S. entry bans for the foreign partner.
Bans that can last years.
Which can prevent them from entering the country for years, sometimes even permanently. For example, certain misrepresentations can lead to a lifetime bar from the U.S.
A lifetime bar. Imagine.
A consequence far more devastating than any perceived upfront savings. This is a critical warning for you, our listeners. The risks here far, far outweigh any perceived short-term savings. The cost of a denied application and the resulting ban can be devastating to a couple's future and mental well-being.
The underlying issue with these services is fundamental. They completely lack the necessary legal accreditation, the in-depth understanding of the constantly evolving U.S. immigration law, and critically, the ethical obligations that licensed attorneys are bound by.
Ethical obligations, that's key.
Yes. Licensed attorneys have a professional duty to their clients, upheld by state bar associations, which includes client confidentiality, competence, and avoiding conflicts of interest. These unaccredited services operate without such oversight, often committing what is known as the unauthorized practice of law.
So they're basically operating illegally in that sense.
Often, yes. What initially seems like a cost-saving measure often turns into a profoundly costly and damaging mistake, both financially and emotionally. It's a stark example of how, in complex legal matters, trying to save a small amount up front can lead to an exponentially larger loss down the line.
A loss of time, money,
and potentially the chance to be together in the U.S.
So when it comes to seeking assistance for something as vital and intricate as the K-1 visa, what's the recommended, indeed the only truly safe and reliable path, according to Chris and our legal team? It sounds like trying to cut corners is simply not an option.
The recommended path, unequivocally, is to engage with reputable legal counsel. This means licensed U.S. attorneys or accredited law firms specializing in immigration law.
Licensed attorneys. Got it.
They are the true experts with the necessary legal standing, the comprehensive expertise derived from years of practice, and the ethical responsibilities to competently guide you through this process. You can often find such professionals through state bar associations, reputable immigration law organizations like the American Immigration Lawyers Association, AIL, or trusted referrals.
Referrals are often good.
Yes. And they are accountable for their advice and actions, unlike unaccredited services, which provides a vital layer of protection for you, the client.
And our researchers have detailed their critical roles in ensuring a smooth and successful K-1 journey. Firstly, they have immense expertise in compiling robust petitions.
Robust is the key word there.
This isn't just about gathering documents. It's about ensuring every single document is correctly prepared, meticulously organized, and fully compliant with all the very specific legal requirements. They understand the nuances of the law, which forms to use, how to correctly fill them out, and what supporting evidence is most persuasive.
They know what immigration officers are looking for.
Exactly. And how to present your case in the most compelling way possible, often anticipating potential questions or concerns an officer might have before they even arise.
That proactive approach is so important.
It really is. This proactive approach significantly reduces the chance of RFEs' requests for evidence, which can cause lengthy delays. Secondly, they provide comprehensive preparation for those all-important interviews. This isn't a minor detail. It's often the make-or-break moment, right?
Absolutely critical.
A skilled attorney will conduct multiple mock interviews, simulating the kinds of tough questions a consular officer might ask, pushing you to articulate your relationship story clearly and consistently.
Practice makes perfect. Or at least helps a lot.
It does. They'll cover everything from how you met, to your daily communications, to your specific wedding plans, even down to the color scheme. They also offer detailed guidance on how to present yourself, what body language to convey, and how to handle unexpected questions, helping the foreign fiancé confidently navigate these crucial conversations.
Building that confidence is huge.
This level of preparation is vital because the interview is where an officer assesses the authenticity of your relationship based on your narrative and demeanor. And thirdly, reputable legal counsel is skilled at proactively addressing complex issues.
Dealing with the tricky stuff.
Yeah. This means they can skillfully tackle challenges that might otherwise derail an application, such as previous minor visa violations, accurately explaining nuanced cultural differences that could be misunderstood by U.S. authorities, or effectively responding to any red flags that might arise during the review process.
Like age gaps or maybe not having met in person.
Exactly. If there's a significant age difference, or if the couple has never met in person before, which is less common now but still possible, a good attorney knows how to provide compelling evidence and explanations to demonstrate a genuine relationship.
They can frame it correctly.
They can take a potential weakness in your application and, through proper explanation and supporting evidence, turn it into a non-issue, or even a demonstration of your transparency and commitment to the truth.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, while engaging reputable attorneys might appear to be costly or upfront, and let's be honest, it usually is.
It's an investment, right?
It is. Our team emphatically emphasizes that their meticulous guidance ensures full compliance with the U.S.'s strict immigration laws and, crucially, significantly boosts the chances of approval. This makes their guidance not just valuable, but truly invaluable. In the long run, their expertise effectively saves immense amounts of time, prevents significant financial losses from denied applications or wasted government fees, and perhaps most importantly, spares couples immense heartache, stress, and the devastating emotional toll of a rejected application.
That emotional cost is huge.
It really is. So it's not an expense, it's an essential strategic investment in the couple's future success and ability to build their life together in the U.S. It buys you peace of mind and significantly increases your likelihood of achieving your dream, ensuring the legal framework supports the emotional reality of your relationship.
There are just too many visas out there, and I don't know which one is right for us. We need to get the right advice.
Communication is everything, and I just need someone who will listen and guide me to the right visa type, and not make promises that they can't deliver.
There are so many documents. I need someone to walk me through each one. I can't afford to make any mistakes.
If I can just find a lawyer who understands my potential, I know America will be an excellent opportunity for me and my family.
Welcome to the law offices of Chris M. Ingram, and we are your immigration lawyers, and we will be with you every step of the way in your immigration journey.
At the law office of Chris M. Ingram, you get a free consultation so we can understand your needs.
We don't make promises we can't keep. Our success rate speaks for itself.
Join us and access your step-by-step video guides that answer every visa question.
Their platform is amazing. There are videos that instruct you on everything you have to do. It meant we were in control and we could do it in our own time.
They couldn't have been more helpful. They answered every question that I had, and it was easy to see they were the lawyers for me.
I couldn't believe it with my busy schedule. They always had time to talk to me and put me at ease. That's what I like about them.
So go on our website and get your free consultation now, and your new life is about to begin.
Ask me.
We did it! We did it!
We did it!
Oh my God, I got my visa! Yes, I did it!
That's a really crucial point. So let's look at a concrete example provided by our legal team that perfectly illustrates the immense value of proper legal guidance throughout this complex process. This is the inspiring real-world story of Sarah and Juan, a testament to how careful preparation and expert assistance can truly pave the way for love across borders.
Yeah, it really highlights how diligence, when paired with the right expertise, can navigate even the most challenging legal landscapes.
Okay, so their love story began in the enchanting settings of Mexico. Sarah, a 32-year-old schoolteacher from the vibrant city of Austin, Texas,
Austin, nice,
first crossed paths with Juan, a 34-year-old architect from bustling Mexico City, during a memorable spring break trip to Cancun back in 2022.
Cancun, okay. Classic meet-cute spot.
Kind of. Their connection wasn't just a fleeting vacation romance. It sparked beautifully over shared love for Latin music. Our team's notes paint a vivid picture of their first real interaction at a lively beachside salsa dancing event.
Salsa dancing.
Where Juan's infectious smile and graceful moves instantly drew Sarah in. It was more than just a dance. It was the beginning of something truly special. a serendipitous encounter under the Mexican sun.
What's fascinating here is how they nurtured that initial spark into a profound, enduring relationship, which speaks volumes about its authenticity and their dedication to each other.
It wasn't just a fling.
Not at all. Over the course of 2 years, they maintained a committed long-distance relationship, bridging the miles with nightly WhatsApp calls that kept them intimately connected, sharing their days and dreams.
Nightly calls, wow.
And they even exchanged heartfelt handwritten love letters that became tangible symbols of their affection, a beautiful, kind of old-fashioned touch in a digital age.
That's lovely.
Crucially, they made time for each other physically, undertaking 5 reciprocal visits. Sarah made 3 trips to Mexico to visit Juan, immersing herself in his culture and meeting his family.
Meeting the family, important.
Very. And Juan came to the U.S. twice on a tourist visa to spend time with Sarah and experience her life in Austin. This consistent, verifiable pattern of communication and visits clearly demonstrated a deep, genuine, and proven commitment that would later become invaluable, forming the bedrock of their visa application.
And their love story culminated in a truly romantic moment, setting the stage for their future together. In 2024, Sarah took the initiative, proposing to Juan during a breathtaking sunset dinner in Tulum.
Tulum, another beautiful spot.
A location that held special meaning for them from their earlier trips. She presented him with a beautiful silver ring, delicately engraved with their initials, a symbol of their bond.
Nice touch with the engraving.
Our team's notes describe Juan's tearful acceptance, a moment filled with raw emotion and the shared vision of building their lives together, starting anew in Austin, Texas.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It was a powerful commitment, a significant milestone, but the real journey of legally uniting them in the U.S. was just beginning. Once engaged, Sarah and Juan faced the daunting reality of the complex K-1 visa process. And this is precisely where their careful planning, meticulously guided by legal experts like attorney Maria Lopez, made all the difference, according to our team's research.
Right, they didn't just wing it.
No, this wasn't just about feeling good about their relationship. It was about laying the intricate legal groundwork for a successful application.
What's fascinating here is Sarah's proactive and incredibly wise step at the very beginning of this legal journey. She didn't try to navigate this maze alone or fall for those tempting shortcuts we discussed earlier.
Smart move.
Definitely. Instead, she meticulously sought out and hired Maria Lopez, a licensed immigration attorney with an impressive 15 years of experience. And this attorney came highly recommended by a trusted colleague.
That's often the best way.
Which, as you said, is often the best and most reliable way to find competent legal help, as personal referrals speak volumes. This discerning choice immediately set Sarah and Juan on a path towards success, effectively steering them clear of the dangerous pitfalls and potential heartaches that so many other couples encounter.
So that first decision was key.
It was the first and perhaps most crucial strategic decision they made, demonstrating an understanding that investing in expert guidance was non-negotiable for such an important life step.
And Maria's meticulous approach, as documented by our researchers, was truly remarkable. She didn't just tell them what to do, she became their expert guide, a seasoned navigator for their bureaucratic journey.
Handled everything.
Maria emphasized the absolute necessity of what she called a robust evidence package. She guided them step by step, patiently helping them compile an astounding 250-page dossier.
250 pages, wow.
I know, right? This wasn't just a random pile of papers thrown together. It was a carefully curated, compelling narrative of their entire relationship, designed to leave absolutely no doubt in the mind of an immigration officer.
Telling their story through documents.
Exactly. It was their love story told through meticulously organized documentation, anticipating every possible question or skepticism.
And to specify the diverse and compelling contents of this crucial package. It wasn't just one type of evidence. It included deeply personal photos from their trips, everything from cheerful beach selfies in Cancun to evocative images from their exploration of the Tulum ruins.
Visual proof.
Right, visually proving their shared experiences and genuine affection. Beyond that, they provided comprehensive logs of 18 months of WhatsApp communication.
18 months of chat.
Demonstrating consistent, ongoing contact and the depth of their conversations. Our attorneys emphasize that such logs are best presented in a chronological, easy-to-read format, maybe with key snippets highlighted to show the natural progression of the relationship.
Good tip.
Original boarding passes and detailed hotel receipts served as irrefutable proof of their numerous visits to each other, verifying the authenticity of their physical meetings.
Hard evidence.
And critically, they included notarized affidavits from Sarah's parents and Juan's sister, who had hosted Sarah during her visits to Mexico City. These personal testimonies from close family members who could attest to the relationship's legitimacy and sincerity from their own observations added significant weight.
Corroboration.
Corroborating the genuineness of their relationship. This extensive level of detail and corroboration was absolutely key to confirming the relationship's legitimacy beyond any doubt. It spoke volumes about their commitment and left no room for skepticism.
But even with a strong, genuine relationship and such diligent preparation, there can often be unforeseen hurdles. Our team noted that Juan, despite his clear commitment, had a potential red flag in his past, didn't he?
There was something.
Something that could have easily derailed their entire application if not handled expertly. This illustrates the importance of full disclosure, right?
Absolutely. Don't hide things. Indeed. The red flag, identified by our legal team, was that Juan had a brief tourist visa overstay in 2020.
An overstay. That's usually a problem.
It can be. While he might have considered it a minor, isolated incident due to circumstances beyond his control, U.S. immigration authorities view any overstay very seriously. This seemingly minor past issue could easily raise suspicions and potentially jeopardize the K-1 application, leading to questions about his intent to comply with U.S. laws in the future.
So what did they do?
Well, many applicants try to hide such issues or simply hope they won't be discovered, which only makes things worse when the government inevitably finds out through their extensive databases. This is where an expert attorney's counsel becomes truly indispensable.
And this is precisely where Maria Lopez's expert handling made all the difference. Instead of ignoring it or trying to downplay it, Maria proactively and skillfully addressed this issue head-on.
Smart. Transparency is key.
She included a carefully crafted letter explaining Juan's delayed departure, attributing it to an unavoidable storm that caused flight cancellations and prevented him from leaving on time.
Okay, a legitimate reason.
Crucially, this explanation was supported by official airline records, such as cancellation notices and rebooking confirmations, providing verifiable third-party proof.
Got the receipts, literally.
Exactly. This demonstrates precisely how a skilled attorney can anticipate and mitigate potential issues before they become insurmountable problems. By presenting the facts clearly, with transparency and compelling supporting evidence, Maria transformed what could have been a major weakness into a testament to Juan's honesty and willingness to resolve past issues.
Turned a negative into a positive.
Thus turning a potential negative into a positive. It was a masterclass in preemptive problem solving. This remarkable level of preparation clearly paid off when it came to the actual high-stakes interviews and Juan's eventual entry into the U.S.
The proof was in the pudding, so to speak.
It wasn't just about getting the paperwork right, it was about being mentally and logistically ready for scrutiny at every step.
It truly did. The first significant indicator of their meticulous preparation paying dividends was the impressive timeline for their petition approval. USCIS approved their K-1 petition in a mere 6 months.
6 months? That's fast for a K-1, isn't it?
It is relatively fast, yes. A strong testament to the thoroughness and completeness of their initial submission. Compared to average processing times that can often stretch to 9-12 months or even longer, this quick turnaround showed that the immigration officers could quickly and clearly see the genuine nature of the relationship thanks to that robust 250-page dossier we discussed.
Less need for questions or extra evidence.
Exactly. A well-prepared, comprehensive petition reduces the need for the government to issue requests for evidence, or RFEs, which are notorious for significantly delaying cases.
Rome. 20,000 spectators, one epic battle, 2 warriors, one destiny. But before they can fight for glory, they must face the real challenge, getting their visa approved.
If you want to enter, show me your visa.
They should have went to the law offices of Chris M. Ingram. They are very good.
Yes, I've heard the same. They handled my visa in no time.
To the lion's pit.
Come with me, boys. It's dinner time.
Because even legends need the offices of Chris M. Ingram.
Are you looking for a visa? Why don't you get your free consultation on the Breakthrough website? We're with you every step of the way.
And then came the moment for Juan's critical consular interview, which took place in April 2025 at the U.S. consulate in Ciudad Juarez. This is often the most nerve-wracking part for foreign fiancés, right?
Definitely the hot seat. It's a direct face-to-face assessment of their intentions.
Our researchers detailed Maria's intensive hands-on preparation for this. She didn't just give Juan a list of questions to memorize. She conducted 3 full mock interviews with him.
3 mock interviews. Wow. Thorough.
She meticulously simulated the real experience, asking tough, probing questions like, how exactly did you meet Sarah and what was your very first impression? Or what are your very specific wedding plans, down to the details of the guest list or the type of cake?
Getting into the nitty-gritty.
This thoroughness built Juan's confidence, ensuring he could articulate their story clearly, consistently, and without hesitation under pressure. He was ready for anything, from direct questions to unexpected follow-ups, which is crucial as consular officers are trained to spot inconsistencies.
And that preparation truly shined through.
Okay.
Juan arrived at the U.S. Embassy not just confident, but supremely prepared. He carried a meticulously organized binder containing not just general plans, but a detailed itinerary for their Austin vineyard wedding.
A vineyard wedding, nice.
That complete with a signed venue contract. This level of granular detail left no room for doubt about their intentions.
Couldn't argue with that.
Right. The consular officer, visibly impressed by both the sheer volume and thoroughness of the documentation and Juan's confident, consistent recounting of their 2-year courtship, approved the visa on the spot.
Approved right there. Fantastic.
It was a swift, decisive approval, directly attributable to the diligent groundwork laid by Maria and the couple. It underscored the power of preparation in simplifying what can be a very intimidating process.
But the journey wasn't quite over. There was one final hurdle to clear, entering the U.S. at the Houston port of entry. Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, officers there can also ask additional questions, right?
They can. They are the final arbiters of entry. They can ask about the engagement, future plans, anything really.
Okay, so again, thanks to Maria's guidance, Juan was still remarkably well prepared. He calmly presented engagement photos and a copy of their wedding invitation,
More proof.
instantly satisfying the officer's inquiries and securing his entry into the U.S. without any issue. It was a smooth, well-orchestrated culmination of months of effort right up to the very last moment. So what was the happy ending to this meticulously planned and perfectly executed journey for Sarah and Juan, culminating in their dream of building a life together in Austin?
Well, their journey culminated beautifully. Sarah and Juan married in May 2025 in a vibrant ceremony with 50 guests.
Lovely.
It was a truly celebratory event, featuring lively mariachi music, a heartfelt nod to their initial meeting in Cancun and the Mexican culture that brought them together. This joyous occasion marked the official start of their life as a married couple in the U.S., a testament to their perseverance and commitment.
And the support from Honey Maria Lopez didn't end with the wedding, did it?
No, not at all.
Our legal team emphasizes that Maria then seamlessly guided them through the complex adjustment of status process, which is the next crucial step after marriage for K-1 visa holders.
Getting that green card.
Exactly. This involves filing Form I-485, the application to register permanent residence or adjust status, along with supporting documentation such as medical exams, financial affidavits of support, Form I-864, and further evidence of their bona fide marriage.
More paperwork.
Always more paperwork. This continued expert guidance resulted in Juan's green card being secured by October 2025, a mere 5 months after their wedding.
5 months post-wedding. That's pretty good timing, too.
Yeah, another testament to the thoroughness and efficiency that professional legal counsel brings to the table, ensuring all post-marriage steps are handled with the same precision.
And what's truly fascinating here, and really reiterates the main takeaway from our team's detailed case study, is the couple's own testimony. Sarah and Juan explicitly credit Maria's meticulous guidance for their seamless journey.
They said it themselves.
They did. They openly state that it spared them the immense stress, the anxiety, and the potential pitfalls of attempting to navigate the incredibly complex U.S. immigration law alone. This really underscores the primary message of today's deep dive. Expert guidance, though an investment, makes all the difference in ensuring a smooth, successful, and ultimately less stressful path to uniting international partners.
Yeah, it shows that love may find a way.
But the law requires a well-prepared guide to navigate its intricacies. Without Maria, their story might have been one of frustration and heartbreak instead of triumph.
That was such a compelling story, illustrating just how crucial careful planning and expert legal counsel are in this deeply personal and critically important process. It really brings home the idea that while the heart knows what it wants, the law has its own very specific requirements that must be met with precision.
Indeed, it highlights that while love is grand and truly transcends borders, the legal pathway to uniting international partners within the U.S. requires precision, foresight, and, well, an unwavering commitment to detail. What's fascinating here is how every piece of evidence, every meticulously prepared document, every well-rehearsed answer in an interview contributes to building a compelling and undeniable case for a genuine relationship.
It's like building a legal case for love.
In a way, yes. It's about leaving no stone unturned and building a narrative that is both truthful and legally sound.
So what does this all mean for you, our listener, who might be considering this journey for yourself or for someone you care about, or perhaps you're simply curious about its intricacies? It means that understanding the process inside and out, and crucially, understanding how to avoid the many common pitfalls, is absolutely key to success.
Knowledge is power here.
It really is. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and making informed decisions, especially when so much is at stake. And speaking of pitfalls, that brings us beautifully to what's coming up in our next session. Attorney Chris's team has prepared even more essential insights for us, moving beyond just the success stories to explore the challenges.
That's right. In our next session, we'll move beyond this successful case study to explore the K-1 visa process in even greater detail. We'll trace the journey step by step, from the initial petition filing with USCIS all the way through to U.S. entry.
Getting into the real mechanics of it.
Exactly. We'll delve into each individual step, explaining what's involved, the specific form numbers you'll encounter, like the I-129F, and what's expected at every stage of the process, giving you a comprehensive roadmap. We'll also discuss common processing times and how to interpret updates from USCIS.
We'll also specifically examine the common and often tricky challenges couples frequently face at critical junctures, like those pivotal consular interviews overseas and the final hurdle at the ports of entry into the U.S.,
where things can sometimes go sideways.
Right. We'll discuss the types of questions that often surprise applicants, how to handle unexpected requests, and the importance of consistency in your story. This will give you even more practical knowledge and specific strategies to prepare effectively, turning potential stumbling blocks into manageable steps.
And this raises an important question for anyone navigating this path. What happens when things don't go according to plan?
The other side of the coin.
Precisely. Our next deep dive will share a contrasting, sobering story of a couple whose reliance on non-accredited services ultimately led to significant setbacks, heartbreaking delays, and profound disappointment. This starkly highlights the inherent risks of cutting corners and the devastating consequences of inadequate counsel, serving as a powerful counterpoint to Sarah and Juan's success.
Seeing what can go wrong?
Yes. We'll look at the specific errors made and the painful lessons learned.
It's a crucial cautionary tale designed to help you learn how to avoid these common pitfalls and ensure a smooth visa journey for yourself, maximizing your chances for success and getting your loved one to the U.S. Join us next time for more essential insights from Attorney Chris and his dedicated team. Thank you so much for being with us today. We hope you gained a lot from this discussion. Once again, we would like to thank Attorney Chris Ingram and his team for researching and preparing this material for our presentation today. They are doing an awesome job. Please leave us a comment if you can, as it really means a lot to all the staff. If you'd like to book a free consultation, please visit www.breakthroughusa.com. See you next time on Let's Talk U.S. Immigration. Bye for now.